What's poppin', everybody? It is Destiny. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you guys my whole journey on how I was actually able to graduate a year early. This was me graduating a year early and still being eligible to go to universities. I know that a lot of the time when people think of graduating a year early, it's because they don't want to be in school, because they don't plan on going to college, because they don't plan on going to universities, or because they were held back, or because they're falling behind, or just all of these negative reasons. But honestly, I was never negatively impacted in school, you know, like I didn't fail classes, I didn't need to make up credits, nothing like that. I honestly really wanted to graduate early just to be ahead. I wanted to get my life started. I don't know, as a child, it's not that I wasn't able to do a lot of fun stuff, but it's not like I was traveling, it's not like I was going to fun places. I mean, I did go to Disneyland and stuff, but like it's not like I went every year to Disneyland, you know? So I was just like always just like home and just, I don't know, I guess I was just bored. Like I really wanted to just graduate and just get my life started and just do what I want, do what I love, and not be told anything, you know? So yeah, that was my mindset. I knew I wanted to graduate a year early when I was actually in middle school. So I was barely in 7th grade and I was like, fuck this shit, I need to graduate a year early. I cannot be here for I don't know how many more years. Like, forget that, I'm done. Like, So I already started to do research at a really young age, which really benefited me a lot because I learned a lot through doing lots of research. I wasn't able to actually do independent studies because it was very expensive, because you had to hire like a personal tutor who went to your house, who was like your teacher one-on-one. And yeah, my family didn't even have money to go to Disneyland once a year, so we were not about to have a tutor put up to my house once a day, you feel me? So instead I had to just go to school. So that's what I did, but I knew in the back of my mind that I really did want to graduate early. I knew that that was a goal. I had actually told like everyone in my family that I was gonna graduate by the time I'm 16. I ended up graduating when I was 17, but I mean almost 16, so that's what's poppin'. Anyways, so I ended up just staying in public school. That's what I was in my whole life growing up. And then I was ending my sophomore year of high school and I was like, okay, I'm getting close to the end of the school year. I'm trying to graduate early. Like, I'm really tired of this. I didn't really have a lot of friends in high school. I mean, I did, but I would lose a lot of friends because of my social anxiety. It was really hard for me to keep relationships going because I feel like I'm just so independent. Like, I don't make that effort to like go hang out with friends at lunch. I'd rather be in the fucking classroom by myself. So I really wanted to graduate early, you know. It was finally my end of the year of sophomore year, which was 10th grade for me. And I had a meeting with my mom, me, my counselor. The school that I was going to, the public school, had an independent study program for people who needed to catch up on credits. And so the counselor or the teacher or whatever from that little center, learning center is what it's called, she came to the meeting, and then the principal. And so we're all here on a big desk and I let them know like, hey, so this is my situation. I go to class. We had a block schedule. So block schedule meant that on Mondays and Wednesdays we had classes 1, 2, and 3, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays we had classes 4, 5, 6, and then on Fridays we had all 6 classes. And those were like long hour classes. Each of those classes were 2 hours long, you guys. Like, what the heck? So I would finish not only my schoolwork, my classwork, but also my homework. Even the period before, the class before, I'd be doing the homework for my freaking English class. I'd be doing that in math class because I'm already done with all my math homework. I'm already done with all the math classwork. Like, I'm done with everything, you know? I would go home and I would have no homework because I was that responsible kid who like wanted to get all of that done with in class. There was a lot of kids who were like that too, but I made sure to get everything done from every class, you know? If I was done with my math homework and I was still in math class and I still had to wait for the bell to ring for another hour, another 45 minutes, then I'd be there doing my English homework, and then I would get in trouble for it, which sucked. My teachers would yell at me, I would get punished for it, and I would get in trouble. So I got really tired of it, you know? I shouldn't be punished for trying to occupy my time, for trying to not even multitask. It's not like I was doing homework during the lecture. Like, I was doing homework when you gave us time at the end of the class to finish our math homework, but I was already done with the math homework, so I started doing my English homework. But they were like, no bitch, you can't do English homework, we're in math class. So yeah, that's what led me to have this meeting with everyone, and I let them know that that was my situation, that I honestly just wanted to feel like I wasn't wasting my time. I wanted to feel like I was using my time wisely, because if not, I would be sitting there in class going on my phone talking to other students, and I don't want to be doing that because I would get in trouble for doing those things too. So why not do homework? But yet I'm still getting in trouble for doing homework. Like, it makes no sense. What do you want me to do? Sit there for the last 45 minutes just looking at the wall? Because I don't think that's gonna make me any smarter. Like, what? Boom. You know what response I got, you guys? I was told that, oh, okay, we see what you're coming from. You're too fast. You're too fast. You're moving too fast. And it's not even that. It's just like, I wasn't the super smart kid. But like, yeah, I had all A's, but I wasn't like super smart. Like, I struggled. I had to study. I had to work, you know? Like, it's not like I was just smart, you know? Like, I had to actually work. I had to actually do the homework, you know? It's not like I cheated my way through. They recommended me to go to Learning Center, the independent study program, where basically they give you work, you go home, you do the work for like a week, and then you come the end of the week and you turn in all your work, and then they give you more work. And yeah, you do that like once a week. But with that situation, they only had the bare minimum of classes. So that meant they only had regular English, regular math, like regular history, no sports, no extracurriculars, no internships, no nothing. No college classes, no extra credit, nothing. No AP classes, no honors classes. And me personally, my dream growing up ever since I was little was to go to a university. Ever since I was younger, nobody in my family, even to this day, has ever gone to a university, who has ever gotten a college degree. So I want to be the first to go to a 4-year university, you know, straight out of high school, to go to get my degree and to be like, boom, I made it, bitch, what's poppin'? I wanted to get those extracurriculars. I wanted to be in clubs. I wanted to be in sports. I wanted to be into school. Like, I love school. Even to this day, I was actually talking to my cousin yesterday and he was like, you miss school? And I was like, I do miss school. I love learning. So in order for me to be even eligible to apply to those universities, I would have to have a really high-end application. I would have to have those extracurriculars. I would have to have those AP classes, those high GPAs, and those honors classes, and those clubs, and those internships, and all of that. Doing the independent study program that my school personally offered, they didn't have those courses. So what I did, it was actually summer after that. It was my end of my sophomore year. I had the whole summer to figure out what I wanted to do for my junior year, which was going to be 11th grade. So my last 2 years of high school, I wanted to turn it into one. Graduate 1 year early. So I did a bunch of research day and night, you guys. Endless research all the time. Every single day during summer, all I remember doing was looking up high schools, looking up schools that offered those programs, schools that offered you to take more than one class at a time, schools that offered you to graduate early and things like that, take honors courses and AP classes. And so finally I stumbled upon the Charter School San Diego, which actually they have Odeyo High School and they have other charter schools connected with them that are like similar names, and they're all over Southern California. So if you guys are in the San Diego area or even Orange County, I know that they have schools all over there where you could actually learn at your own pace. So it was a whole classroom. So mine was actually located at Horton Plaza, downtown San Diego. That's where I went to high school. You guys could go there to this day. It's in the mall. You guys could walk past it. Don't go inside. Don't frighten the students. Don't go freaking school shooting. Yeah, don't jinx it. I had a meeting with them. Me and my mom went, and they were like, yo, what's poppin' with it? And I was like, yo, I'm trying to graduate early. Here's my situation. I hate my school. I get in trouble for trying to get ahead, but I want to get ahead. I want to make use of my time. And they were like, boo, this is the school for you. We offer not only internships, after school programs, freaking tutoring sessions, freaking AP honors, all kinds of different things, extracurriculars, clubs, sports, anything you could imagine. Like, Honestly, it was the best school. And honestly, my teacher, shout out to Mr. Haas. I doubt he's watching this, but he is awesome. He was the best teacher ever. I had some classes that were on the computer online, and I had some classes that were in the textbook. So whenever I was doing an easier subject, I could literally just wake up, be in my own house, be in my own room, go walk over to my desk, have my computer there, have my textbook, and just start doing my homework. And so that was awesome. And then whenever I wanted to go on an adventure or film a vlog video or go get some lunch, I had my little camera and I'll go on the bus and I'll go do my thing, and it was awesome. And then whenever I struggled or whenever I needed help or had some questions, I'll just hop on the bus and I'll go to school and I'll walk in and I'll ask my teacher for help. I'll stay there for an hour to sometimes even 5 hours, and then I'll go home. Sometimes I'll only stay for 5 minutes, you know, like you just go in whenever you need help and then you go home to do your work. What happened to me is that I would turn unmotivated with history. I low-key hated history. Like, you guys, history was ass, but I wanted to get into a university. I wanted to graduate with a high GPA. I actually ended up graduating with a 4.67. So if you round it, it's a 4.7 GPA. So that's what's popping with it, which is like pretty good. I wish I could have gotten something higher. I ended up taking AP History, which I struggled a lot in because not only did I hate history, but there I am having to do like double the work because it's AP History. So I was very, very, very unmotivated to do history. I was unmotivated to read the textbook, to actually do the work. Like, I hate this subject. It's boring. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't have fun doing it. I don't feel like I'm learning anything. So I was just unmotivated to do it. So even though I didn't necessarily struggle in that subject, like, you know, I could do it. I did understand it. It was just a matter of putting in the effort to read it, to do it, to write, to do the work, you know. I had to be in that classroom. I had to be in a classroom where I see students walking in and walking out, so I could be motivated to do my work so that I could be that next student to walk out and go home. So for like a month, I actually would come in every single day to school, and I would stay for like 4 hours, I think. I actually went in at like 7 or 8, and then I'll stay till like 12. I really did enjoy going to that school, and along with that, I was actually doing an internship. At one point during fall, I was actually helping with like Santa Claus photography, like where little kids go and they take pictures of Santa Claus. So I was actually an intern for like that little type of gig. So I would leave school around 12 o'clock, I'll go have my lunch, and then around 2 o'clock I would go to the internship. It was so fun, and along with that I got experience, and so at the time I didn't have any working experience, so I was able to put that on my job resume. That helped me out a lot with that. With that, I also got a letter of recommendation that I was able to submit for my college applications, which also helped me a lot. Towards the end of the year, I actually ended up getting a job, which was so fun. I remember I was working at Subway in downtown right by the trolley, and it was so busy all the time. All kinds of different kind of people, rich people, poor people, all kinds of people, you guys. It was really fun because that actually ended up turning into a class credit, which helped me graduate and helped me actually bring up my GPA, because obviously I got an A in working experience, and I had to do some textbook work along with working hours, which was awesome because not only was I getting paid, it was benefiting me in school. So that was really cool. And then also, not only that, you guys, what also really like made my life like a whole different experience and perspective, and I feel like changed me as a person, was going to college. So I was actually 16 years old, you guys, 16 years old, and I was going to community college. So in downtown San Diego, there is a college called San Diego City College, and it is a local like community college, and I was actually able to take photography classes, film classes, and still be in high school while attending college. So I would go to school from 7 to 12, and then I'll go have my lunch, and then at 3 o'clock I would actually go into my college class, and I'll stay there till 6. So it was a 3-hour college class, but it was so fun. And then after that, go on the trolley, ride home. Sometimes it would be really cold. Like, amazing being able to be 16 years old and be surrounded by adults, you know, in a college class. You know, like, that's their life and that's them working for their degree, and here I am just in high school, kind of like like, to me it was like a high school class, you know, but it was a college class. So it was really awesome, and it was a lot of responsibility on my own. It was a lot of all me. I didn't have my mom to be like, "Mommy, buy me these school supplies." Like, no. What motivates me even more towards wanting to go to a university is that I already know what it's like to be in a community college. I already know what it's like to be a college student at a community college, so it really motivates me even more to want to be like, I want to go to university. I want to go and I want to learn at a whole different kind of campus. A university and community college are two completely different things, so it's awesome and it's a blessing to know what it feels like to be at one and then hopefully one day to be at another one. I've actually gotten accepted to all the colleges I've applied to, from San Francisco to LA, so that's a blessing. That's a huge beyond blessing to know that I reached my goal of graduating a year early. I ended up graduating 2017 July. I was at that school for 1 year and I finished 2 years of high school. In public school, it would have taken me 2 years to complete it, but I finished 2 years of work in 1 year at my charter school because they allowed me to work at my own pace, and they allow every student to work at their own pace. If you struggle with one subject, it could take you maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 months to finish it. But if you're really good at a different subject, it might take you 2 weeks to a month to finish it. But yeah, so with just a lot of hard work and dedication and lots of research, I was able to achieve something that people told me was impossible. Literally, when I had that meeting with my public school counselor and teacher and principal and stuff, they told me that it was going to be impossible for me to graduate a year early and still be accepted into a university. They were like, "Mija, if you graduate a year early, none of the universities are gonna accept you because they're gonna think that you needed to catch up or that something." I mean, I'm just gonna continue to follow the journey that God is leading me through. So if you guys want to continue to follow my journey, feel free to hit that subscribe button, become my BFF, become my beautiful best friend. You already know what's popping with it, boo. Become part of the strongest, most poppin' fam on the interwebs, or at least that's what I like to think. I really appreciate everybody who stayed all the way to the end of this video. If it was able to help you guys in any way, shape, or form, maybe not, maybe so, maybe a little bit, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. You already know what's popping with it. But for now, I'm gonna head on out. Stay posted with it because new vlog videos are coming very, very soon, you guys. So importantly, do not forget to stay lit, stay up, and stay positive, you guys. Double dose. Until next time.